Good morning, it's February 8th. I had to come get kitty litter. The store doesn't open until 9:30, so just 20 minutes. But I'm going to take a walk and then pick that up when I come back to the car here. Hopefully they don't mind that. Customer parking 1 hour. I shouldn't be any longer than an hour. So since I'm on Angus here, thought I'd walk up Angus to 25th and then come back down on Albert Street, which I've walked down once or twice, but usually on the other side when I'm going back this direction. So this is kind of a strip mall here, and behind us is Positively Perfect, where we buy our kitty litter. Good pet store. It's quite windy, so I've got the external mic in. I hope it works for a while, because if it quits, which it probably will, there'll be a lot of wind noise today. Very nice today. It's +2 when I got up. Supposed to be +3 today. Windy though. And then it's be +5 or 6 on Thursday. So 2 or 3 days of above freezing temperatures here. And snow. That's what usually happens. You get some melting and then it gets replaced. But it is moving on toward mid-February. And then it's March, and spring officially starts March 21st, so the snow's not ending yet, but you can imagine it going away now. Although it's here in big piles. So it'll just be a long straight walk up here to 25th. Then over to Albert and then back again. Probably not a very long walk, probably 40 minutes or so. Might be 45. It's a sunny day, but a lot of shade along here because there's all these tall apartment buildings. Tall. Six or 7 stories. They're not tall. It's the seniors' home over there. I could go up, and walk right by the buildings just to vary the terrain. Walk on their driveways here. These ones have been here a long time. You can tell by the size of the trees. And of course, they're handy to the stuff over on South Albert. Stores, which we'll be walking by shortly. Names. I never know any of the names, but this one's called Willow Crest, apparently. All lit up so nicely this morning. Makes them look intriguing, even though they're just apartment buildings. Alright, well, so much for that. I'll go back to the sidewalk. So that's the seniors' home over there. This one apparently called the Willow Crest. Oh, I said Angus Street. It's actually Ray Street. I'll have to fix that in my title when I get a chance. I thought of Angus because Angus is the first one over from Albert, further north, but it kind of disappears. And you end up with Ray here. This one's called Southland Gardens. I have walked down there, and I will again. But with the busyness of the day, I didn't want to make this too long today. I have an interview at 11 for the podcast, interviewing Simon Rose, who's a prolific author from Calgary. Does a lot of young adult science fiction and fantasy. This one has a rather grand entrance. Georgian Gardens. Never been in there, but it must be nice in that sort of skyline. But that's a very period-looking building now. Next to it, much more ordinary one. Where their entrance is, it's not in the front clearly. I guess it's over here maybe. Oh, maybe not. How do you get into it? Maybe it's at the back. Oh, there. I guess it's just that rather boring glass door on the side. Step down from the Georgian Garden next to it. It's Georgian Gardens. Doesn't seem to have a cool name either. This one's more interesting. It's all the white brick. Sort of filigree brick. As far as I know, my mic is still working. It's easy to miss it, and if I miss the message, then I can't even try to plug it back in again. But I'll only do that once or twice before I give up. In front of that one. This one clearly was built at the same time and by the same developer. They could do a better job of clearing their sidewalks. At least that one could. Looks better up here. This one's much better cleared. Casablanca apartments, it says. Doesn't really say Casablanca to me, but well, we'll always have Paris. Not cleared here at all. Older one, kind of more intricate ironwork. Probably the 60s. I seem to remember that sort of thing around when I was a kid. What's this one called? This one is the Villa Contessa. Nice big trees in front of it. Oh, and they have a kind of a gateway here. That says, what does it say? Something villas. Spanish villas. Okay. Guess that's what they're going for. I don't call that Spanish to me, but park over there, which I've walked through before, not recently. Avenue. We're walking to 24th, so 4 more blocks this direction. 25th, I mean. 4 more blocks this direction. More of the same. less interesting ones over on that side, in case you're wondering what I've been walking by. These just started when I mentioned the park back there. They started on the other side of that road. I believe this is a senior's home, if I remember right. $1950 what? That's when the Spanish villas were built? This is an Extendicare. Oh, they're so boring over there. Such a boring bunch of apartment buildings. Liquor stores over there. South Albert. 1950s influence. I remember that sort of thing in the 60s when I was a kid, but they were brand new then, so that makes sense. Taller, more modern one. Yes, they're valuable. They provide decent housing for people, but I wouldn't want to live in one. Well, I might have when I did live in one, something similar in Weyburn, when I was single and young. So, is greater here by the taller apartment building. There's a risk of ice on the sidewalk here because we're in the shade. You can feel it here and there. I hear wind chimes. Yeah, right there, ice. The next stop for the last, I guess it's really 2 blocks, is the Golden Mile Center here. Shopping mall. No sidewalk either, so I'll have to go up the steps into the parking lot. Rainbow Cinemas in here, sort of second run movie theater. And the Broken Rack, billiards, spirits, eatery. It's a pool hall. That rhymes with P. No, that rhymes with T. You got trouble. Right here in Regina City. T with trouble with a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. There we go. That's how it goes. Glad you enjoy them. This is not exactly the most scenic bit along here, but we're now in the loading zone area of the mall. But there's no sidewalk. So if you want to walk this way, you gotta walk this way. You gotta walk up here. The newer building popped up in the middle of those older ones. Some like them. could go into the mall here, but I don't have a mask, so I'm not going to do that. Once the mask mandate's gone, hopefully soon in Saskatchewan, I can go anywhere at any time. Main Street, they call that development. At least that part of it. I have not seen a message that my mic is disconnected, so I hope it's still working. I won't know till I listen to it later. How long did it take me to get down here? Only 16 minutes, so this whole walk will be 40 minutes at the outside, I think. Somewhat shorter, but that's okay. I got things to do. Now, is there a sidewalk down there? Do I need to go this way? There's a sidewalk. Let's take it. Ooh. This is 25th. That's actually Angus, where it comes out. That's why I was thinking I was on Angus, but of course I should have known better. Not like I don't live here. And there's the sun, which has mostly been hidden from us. Golden Mile parking lot. You'll see more of the mall when I turn the corner. Original Joe's. The snow mountain from clearing the parking lot. And there's a grocery store across the street, and then we'll start down this side. So South Albert, it goes from residential at this corner to commercial. Then there's a high school right down there too, the oldest. And it's residential again, just one block further over, so it's really a strip of commercial down here. Original Joe's all lit up in the sun. Well, it's the Golden Mile Center. Everybody calls it that, but they're nice. They seem to be calling it Smart Centers up here now. So it's got, you know, there's a bank, fast food places, pharmacy, the superstore. A lot of the old mall is actually gone, and it's just these stores next to each other. President's Choice is superstore. There's a store, Dollarama. pot store, because that's the era we live in now. It's very bright now. I'll have a hard time seeing anything anybody says. Diesel available here. Don't need any, thanks. Sellers there's the aforementioned liquor store. I call it a wine store because that's what we mainly buy. Freshie, booster juice. Good Earth is a coffee house. Space for lease, should you need some. Hotel over there. I think it's a Marriott if I remember. It's fairly new, that one. Another hotel further down with a sort of battlemented roof. Has been there for a long time under various names. Another snow mountain. The sun shining on the peak. Could be the Rockies. Mr. Sub. They call me Mr. Sub. I realize some of my pop culture references are getting really ancient now. I like that one. Gold Square, they call this. There's doctor's offices in here. There's a lab I've gotten tests at sometimes. Good old finger looking good Kentucky Fried Chicken. I haven't had that for years. I always liked it. I don't think if you're trying to watch what you eat, it's something you eat very often. They always had the worst French fries. Never understood that. Great chicken, terrible French fries. I don't know how they did it. Maybe they fixed that over the years. Or maybe it's part of their identity to have bad French fries. Corporate identity. Maybe people would complain. Maybe there were people that liked the limp, soggy French fries. I suppose it's not impossible. Oh, we hit this just at the wrong moment. There's the apartment building we were walking down the other side of a few minutes ago. I don't think the sidewalk is clear. I'll have to go into the parking lot of the gas station. Now there'll be a left turn signal for Albert Street, so I still won't be able to go for a minute or two. Once it changes, there it is. One car taking it. I think there's supposed to be a sidewalk there, but it certainly has not been cleared if there is. Maybe there's not one there. I don't know. So we have to go this way. Dairy Queen. Oh, the comment bots are out, I see. Ignore those. India Palace, Indian restaurant. That's been various things over the years too. I still think of this as the new Earl's, although it's been for many years now. The old Earl's was across the street and further down, I think. My greatest memory of the old Earl's was going there after I was in a production of Marriage of Figaro, Opera, Saskatchewan. Had a non-singing role, which is odd for me, but it's kind of a comic servant role. People loved it. Got lots of applause. And they mentioned in the review. Anyway, the cast went to Earl's afterwards. And I remember somebody saying, "What are you doing after this?" And we all said, "Good, that makes this business expense now." And then we ended up in the kitchen singing for the staff. And as I recall, the soprano ended up sitting on somebody's lap in the restaurant while we all sang happy birthday to him. That's how I recall it. I don't think I drank, because I wasn't really a drinker, and still not really much of a drinker, so I'm quite sure I remember it clearly. I haven't been on stage doing anything for ages. It's very odd. It's just kind of faded away because of having a daughter who was doing all that stuff and more focused on getting her places and things like that. But I am auditioning for Regina Lyric Musical Theatre's production of Little Women. No, I would not be playing one of the Little Women, but there are a couple of good male parts. One in particular I think I would be suited for. We'll see. Those auditions are coming up later this month. I'd like to start auditioning for more stuff, but at the same time I've been kind of waiting for the pandemic to go away. At least people to quit obsessing about it. Another mountain range. I mean, we did do a show in November, which was nice. Just a music concert show. That went well. Now, they've been working on this forever, and I still don't know what they're building. It used to be Brewster's, a brew pub. I don't know if it's another restaurant going in there, or offices, or what. I'll show you what's on the other side, but all you really see is sun. Another mountain range, and behind it, a 7-Eleven. Here you got a small bank and a big grocery store. We'll heave into sight on the other side of this. Well, they drive through, kind of, not really, you'd have to get out, but I think it'd be difficult to do from your car. I still remember when the first ATMs made their appearance when I was in Weyburn. The newspaper there. Freshco used to be a Sobeys. Still a grocery store though, at least. And again, interesting stuff over there. It's all just silhouettes. But I've walked by it before. Other mountain range. Co-op gas station. Warm enough to take off my hat, I think, despite the wind. Be good snowman making weather here if it goes above zero for 2 or 3 days. Like Cal Tire has not cleared their sidewalk, it would appear. So I will walk through their parking lot to where the sidewalk continues. I think there's a sidewalk hiding over there because there's a bench. It's usually a sign. I had bought tires here once. These days I go to OK Tire, which also does my service work, which is just a little further down here, which is why last couple of times I've walked down here I actually started from there. Greco's has been there forever, Greek restaurant. I know I ate there 25 years ago, so during a lyric show. A sad story out of the UK. The UK's oldest pub opened in 749 AD, they think. Closed because of the stupid COVID restrictions, so hopefully it will reopen at some point. Somebody will buy it and reopen it, but it's closed for now. 1,200 years old, that pub. Wonder how much of it is actually still the original materials, though. Pretty sure they changed the beer taps at some point. That's been many things there, too. Tony Roma's is gone. I think it opened, and I think that may have been the last time, maybe one other time. So I guess I didn't help. It's behind this mountain range. Oh, they actually tore it down. When did they do that? Huh. That's the first time I noticed it was gone. They've done that since the last time I walked down. And here we are on Save on Foods, another big grocery store. The aforementioned OK Tire, where I take my cars, over there. Not much further. How long have I been walking? 33 minutes. Yeah, this will be no more than 40 minutes. Oh, I smell baking. There's a Starbucks in there, but they also, of course, do their own baking, I think, so not Starbucks, but the grocery store. I'm sure that's where that smell was coming from. There's the front of some food. Paint store in there. We got paint for our renovations a few years ago. Planning the deck and a bit of an add-on to the back of the house this spring. It's hard to picture, but that's the plan. The cat's not going to like it. I have to take him over to the condo to escape the noise. And over here, there's another pot shop, a restaurant, Rock. Never been in there. I think it's pretty new. The thing we mostly come down here for is Dandy's Artisan Ice Cream, which is right there in the corner. I'm going to go down the alley here because my car's just the other side. Rock. There's a pizza place too. And a Go Grill, whatever that is. But Dandy's is our main thing we come down here for. They opened, 2 years ago in January, which you wouldn't think was a great time to open an ice cream store, but it's worked for them. As far as I can tell, they always seem to be busy. Yeah, I could stretch it out a bit by going this way, so maybe I'll do that. The Dollarama. I don't even know what else is in this strip mall. Pizza. Halal meat and grocery store. Fashion salon and spa. Doc Optical. My Y Bistro. Now this used to be Bonzini's. I don't actually know if they're still in operation or not. Distinctive roofline. Going for that kind of Bavarian feel. Still says to enter the pub, go somewhere else, so maybe they're still in operation. And that's Steakhouse over there, and then you've got the Southland Mall over there. And now we're on Gordon Road. I just haven't been in Bonzini's in so long. They could have closed 5 years ago and I wouldn't know. I think the last time I was in this for a show party, after show party. We used to come there sometimes. We used to have more fun in the casts than I've had the last couple of times I've been in a show. These kids today, they don't know about going out after the show and having fun. Or at least not with the older people. Boston Pizza used to bring Alice here quite often. And I've been in there after a show too, after her shows and after my shows. All right. When we turn the corner, we'll see the car. Oh, no, we won't. We have to get to the end of the road here. The end of the building. Because I'm parked right in front of Positively Perfect over there, which is my destination. So I will stop here. Another view, same view I started with, really. Yeah, 40 minutes, more or less, a little less. So thanks for walking with me. I imagine I'll be back tomorrow. No guarantees, but I should be. Bye for now.